I'm tired. I'm tired. I had a long vacation and went out the East Coast and had a lot of lobster and got to talk to my friends. One in Clinton, Pennsylvania. That was Jeff Kohut, and then I went over to stop by to see Simon Leach, and I hope they're all doing well. I know I've been busy, and just got back in town here Friday night, and that's a long drive. I went all the way out to Portland, Maine, Rockport, Massachusetts, Gloucester, Massachusetts. Seafood's great out there. That's all I got to say. But hey, the reason I'm here is I've got a list made out of everything that you know. I know that I didn't put an actual hardware list of everything on to make the Rotary Sieve, but hey, what I did was I got everything broke down, and I'm going to show you real quick so that you'll have a itemized list. You have a shopping list for making everything. So this will be short and easy. The hardware that you're going to need for this is you need for the screen part of it, you're going to need 8 1/4 inch 3/4 of an inch long bolts. I had 1 inch on there at first, but you need just a 3/4 of an inch long bolt, and then you're going to need 8 1/4 inch nuts and 16 1/4 inch washers. So you can put your screen on the bottom of your bucket that you're going to have, and that way you'll have all your equipment. So, and then you're going to need for the 3/8 of an inch shaft and the brush part of it, you need 6 3/8 of an inch washers, 3/8 inch washers. You need 6 of those. You're going to need 2 3/8 of an inch lock washers, and those are used. Let's see, one on the brush and then one on the shaft itself. So then you're going to need 6 3/8 of an inch nuts, for 2 on the brush, and then 4 on the actual shaft itself. That's when you're attaching the handle. And you need 1 4-inch long bolt, and that's for the handle. And that 4-inch long bolt is 5/16 of an inch in diameter, right here. And then you're going to need 4 5/16 of an inch washers for the handle, and 1 3.5 inch piece. Well, it's 3.5 inches long, and it's a 1/2 of an inch inside diameter piece of PVC for the handle. So, and that's this piece here. I mean, the inside, I think that's how they measured the PVC part of it. So just wanted to give you an idea. Yeah, there's your different washers that you're going to need, and your different bolt size. Now, I can't find the ones that I got for this bolt right here, and so to show you, to give you a visual, but you're also going to need that lock washer. So you're going to need let me see, need 2 5/16 of an inch nut for that handle that goes on there, and that's how you attach it. Then for the actual bracket itself, the bracket, and that's for holding the 3/8 of an inch shaft. That's your brackets right here. That's the bolts that go through it, and I believe those are carriage bolts. I think that's what they call them. But those are 3/8 of an inch. You're going to need four of those. They're 1 1/4 of an inch by 3/8 of an inch, and that's a carriage bolt. And the carriage bolt has a rounded head. If you look on the inside, or wait a minute, I know I got some of those over here. Let me pull one out real quick. Yeah, here we go. It's got a rounded head on it. So that's what you use, and you slip it through the inside, and when it locks into the metal part, you don't have to worry about having a wrench or anything on the inside of it to tighten down with. So because it'll grab that piece of angle iron, and will not let it turn. So that way, when you put a bolt or a nut on it, when you put that nut on it, it will lock itself down and will not turn. So you're going to need four of those carriage bolts. You're going to need four more 3/8 of an inch nut, because that's the size it is. Then you're going to need 4 3/8 of an inch washers to go on the outside of it. If you look at it right there, there's a nut and there's a washer. You don't need a lock washer, because that thing, the carriage bolt itself grips into that piece of angle iron and will not let it move at all. So you don't have to worry about it. So I'm pretty sure that's about everything on the list, your hardware list, that you're going to need to make this. Except, well, you're going to need the angle. You're going to need the angle iron, and actually, let me see, 15 and 15. Each piece overall length is 15 inches on your angle iron. That's from end to end before you bend it, and so those dimensions. That's 30 inches. So I mean, you can get a 3-foot. They sell the angle iron at most of the hardware stores that I've seen. Home Depot, Menards, Lowe's, other large hardware out places. They sell this stuff. 3-foot, 4-foot, 5-foot, and I think 6-foot lengths. So you're only going to need 3 foot of it, and the 3 foot of it will give you enough to make your handle also. And that's what I did, But I've made several of them, and I should have just bought 6 foot long, because that way I can make a couple of them and save even a little more money. So, but the one thing that I wanted to correct myself on, when you fold, I made this template. I made this 2x4, and I wanted it to be 10 5/8 of an inch long, and it is. It's 10 5/8. Now this piece right from here to here on this end is only 10 1/4 inches. I had it down at 10 1/8, and that was incorrect. I remeasured all this here, and I wanted to make sure everybody knew that the top part is 10 5/8 from end to end. This part right here just below it is 10 1/4 from here to here. And the reason I did that was that way it made it easy for me to fold over that metal and to make sure I got the correct size. And that way, on the inside of that bucket, because the bucket tapers, it's larger at the top than it is towards the bottom. That I wanted to make sure you had the right size. Oh, by the way, make sure you get you a nice brush. Those brushes are they're wallpaper. They're a wallpaper brush is what it is. It's a wallpaper brush. So you shouldn't have you know, any trouble finding those. So you know, any of the hardware places, wallpaper, and make sure it's made of wood, because you're going to need to trim it with the saw, you know, the lengthwise. And I'm pretty sure that if I haven't told you in the 2 videos, which I believe I have, you know, all you have to do is contact me if you're intending on making one, and I can give you the dimensions on that. So I'm pretty sure I have, though. But hey, I'd like to thank everybody for watching these videos, and there's the hardware list so that you can go out, you can get this stuff, and if you can get these pieces at the big hardware stores, they sell it for little or nothing. I mean, you know, it doesn't cost much for nuts and bolts. Oh, this is that new needle tool for cutting off clay that Simon makes. These work really well. They really do. So hey, look at Simon's YouTube channel, and he'll show you how to make these. So hey, this is Eddie. This is Eddie from Eddie's Pottery. Thanks for watching, and let me see what else I can come up with to help you make your pottery easier. Thank you for watching.